So getting into the recovery, like, what is it like as soon as you get home from the hospital? Like, what's going on in your mind? Like, how are you feeling?
So that pickup from the hospital is, first of all, walking out the door from being in the hospital. That is a feeling that I've done it so many times, but each time I do it, it feels like the first time I did it.
Sometimes, depending on how long she's in there, she can go through like some withdrawal that's very severe if she was in there for a while.
Yes, the withdrawals. Oh gosh, that's hard to talk about. Or like that first wake up after being out of the hospital, like my body literally feels like, I know that it's gonna sound that I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. It literally feels like your body has been hit by a bus. And just coming off that pain, that IV pain medication is, it's a different kind of beast. It is a different kind of beast. I'm telling you. You think that you know the hard part? No, you're not. Like the coming off of that stuff is, Jesus, it is intense. Like it's very, very intense because I've had nights to where I wake up in the middle of the night sweating, like dripping in sweat. Everything that we've talked about, this happens every time. You have to be strong. Like you really do, because if not, it can really take you to a very, very, very dark place. But I had been blessed with a mother that prays. I pray myself. And so I think that that's what keeps me, in a good space, in a good headspace. I'm not always like this. I'm not always in this headspace. I just say to myself, God gave it to me for a reason. And so I gotta just deal with the cards that God has dealt me, and if he gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers, and I believe that I am a true soldier. You never know what people are going through, so just please be kind. Like, please understand that you really never, ever, ever know people's stories. So when you're talking to people and they're putting their story out there, like, please be kind. Please understand that it's taking everything in me to explain how tough this is, and how many times I have to go through it, and how many times I have to see my fiance watch me go through it, like, and my family members. Like, it's not easy. You just that little pill has so much power. Like, I have a whole new level of respect for people that are willing to tell their stories about the addictions that they have gone through, because it's not easy. Everybody has a story, and I don't feel like people want to be in those situations. I think that things happen and they just wind up in situations that they wouldn't naturally be in if it weren't for something like me having like sickle cell, for instance.
It's the quickest and the easiest solution. Which is, stuff that we've talked about before, like, obviously that's the easiest route. And, it's hard to take the harder route, you know what I mean? So it's something that we got to make sure that if you know somebody that's dealing with addiction, like, just let them know that you're there to support them
and listen. Because sometimes, people just want somebody to vent to. You know what I mean? They don't necessarily need a solution. Not all the time. I won't say all the time, but like some of the time, I will say sometimes I just want people to listen. Because the more you listen, I feel like the more you start to understand.